So, without further ado, let's get this party started.
You can't solve your financial problems with the same kind of thinking that caused them. These words will change your reality because poverty can't survive in a dough chaser's mentality.
The beat majors.
So to all my dough chasers, it's time to get this party started now.
I like it.
With your host, Jason White.
Yo, what's up, Dough Chasers? This is Jason White. I am your host of Dough Chaser TV. Hold on, let me get this right. We're going to start this over from the very beginning. My name is Jason White, and this is Dough Chaser TV. I am the CEO and founder of Witness Riches, and the whole point of Dough Chaser TV is to help you obtain the mentality that you need to take your finances to the next level, okay? A dough chaser is someone who is improving their finances and seeking a financial advantage. If you are looking to do that in your life, my friend, you are a dough chaser. So as you come in, let me know who you are and where you're from. Tonight, we are talking about how to bounce back after a negative hits your credit report. Already, we got people engaging with us. So as you come in, let me know who you are, where you're from. Darnell asks, how do you join? Darnell, visit our website, the700club, creditrepair.com. Get more information about our credit repair service. But before we go into our spiel on why you should work with us, let me give you information on what you can do to fix your situation if you are someone who is not looking to work with a credit repair company, but you're looking to maybe do this on your own, okay? So as you come in, let me know who you are, where you're from. Why are we talking about negatives hitting the credit report, and what should we do? A lot of times we have people who join our credit repair service. They're looking to improve their credit so they can buy a house, buy a car, refinance bad debt. Pretty much they're looking to improve their situation, and they're doing everything that they need to do. They're doing everything right. However, their past is beginning to bite them in the butt, okay? Prior to joining our service, 3 months ago, Sprint bill went to collections. Okay, they failed to pay the bill, and that collection account, because they didn't pay the bill, now they're threatening to Now they're threatening to report it on the credit report. And what happens? They sign up for our service. 2 months into our service, out of nowhere, this Sprint bill hits their credit report. The progress that we helped them make is now no more because their credit just dropped. And they contact us and ask us, man, what can I do to get my credit score back up? Because I was seeing great results in your program, but this negative just in my credit report. Well, if you are someone who has been working on your credit or probably not working on your credit, but you want to know what you can do to build your credit, I'm going to share with you some secrets, okay? And we're talking about what you can do to bounce back after a negative hits your credit report. So as you come in, let me know who you are, where you're from. We got Keita D from Columbia, South Carolina. We got Demaria from Toledo. What's up? We got my man Clendy932. How you doing? Michael Stewart, Kissimmee, Florida. How you doing? Carissa Garner, she said she just found our channel and subscribed. I appreciate you. She's out of NYC, Harlem. Stand up. We got Zeke from Hollywood, California. He's out there making movies. How you doing, brother? We got Cliff Peters, Los Angeles. Darnell, DC. As you come in, let me know who you are, where you're from. We got Brandon from Bahamas. I think that's what that is. Birmingham. My bad. Birmingham. And Reginald from Flint. So let's say that a negative hits your credit report, and let's say that negative is a late payment. Okay, a late payment impacts your payment history. Okay, and typically credit bureaus, they grade you off of recent activity. Okay, activity that has hit your account within the last 24 to 36 months. That information has a big impact on your credit score. And what you want to do is you want to try to counter that as much as possible so your credit score improves back to where it was, or at least close to that. All right. And before you get into what should I do, first you need to understand how your credit score works and how it's impacted. Okay. Your credit score is derived from information that is shared on your credit report. Credit report, there are creditors who report information regarding your payment status to the credit bureaus, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, and that information is then used to develop a credit score, okay? And there are companies that develop these credit scores, but the one that we're going to use is one that has been used in 90% of lending decisions, and this is FICO, okay? Everyone has heard of FICO. In order for you to actually influence your FICO score and you want to get great results, what you need to do is you need to understand how it is impacted. There's 5 components to your credit score, okay? The first component to your credit score is payment history. This is 35% of your credit score, all right? If you are new to the channel, you need to know these 5 components. If you do not know these 5 components of your credit score, it's going to be hard for you to learn how to build it because you don't know how it's impacted, okay? So 5 components. The first component of your credit score is payment history, 35% of your credit score, all right? For late payments added to your credit report, that could potentially hurt you up to 35%. Now, of course, you know, when they look at your payment history, they're not going to look at just that one payment. They're going to look at all your payments collectively. However, because of that one payment being laid on your credit report and is the most recent payment that's been added to your credit report, it has the biggest impact, okay? Okay, so that's 35% of your credit score. The second component is credit utilization. This is 30% of your credit score, all right? This is the comparison of your credit card balances to the credit card limits. You want to keep those balances as low as possible because the lower those balances are compared to the limits, the better for your credit score. All right. Third component, we have length of history. This is 15% of your credit score. Fourth, we have credit file mix, the different kind of accounts you can have on your credit report. This is 10% of your credit score. And lastly, we have inquiries, the remaining 10% of your credit score. Okay. And in order for you to build your credit and counter the negative that has hit your credit, you have to understand these 5 components of your credit score, and you have to begin to influence them positively. All right. And what I want to do tonight is I want to share some strategies that you can take on and begin to build your credit. All right. Now, a lot of the information that we share is shared in what we call Credit Builder Secrets. I wrote a book called Credit Builder Secrets. If you have not checked that out, definitely go to our website and check that out. You can download a copy for free for a limited time, okay? Anyway, let's go back into our situation. We have a late payment that was added to our credit report, and it just dropped my credit score 50%. I mean, not 50%, but 50 points. All right, 50 points. What do you do? Okay, there are a couple things you can do. Let me write them down so I can make sure I can refer back to them. The first thing you can do is seek Goodwill. The second thing you can do is add more positive payments. And these strategies will not entail anything that has to do with disputing, okay? What we're talking about is credit building, okay? And then lastly, influence a different component. So Jason, what is Goodwill? Goodwill is when you contact the creditor who has reported that late payment on your credit report and you send them a letter, okay? I would say if you call them, the chances of it working for you is a lot lower. But I will send them a letter, and in this letter, I will basically explain to them, I've been a loyal customer of yours for the last 5-6 years, and as you can see, my payment history has been stellar. I recently ran into an interruption to my finances, and it caused me to get behind on a few bills, but I am working to get everything caught up, and as you can see, I just paid this bill. If you can please do me the favor of removing this late payment from my credit report, I'm trying to buy a house and this is hurting my chances of doing so, I would greatly appreciate it. Signed, your loyal customer. Okay? I would try this every month for the next 3 months. Okay? Once a month, send a letter to your creditor and ask for a favor. All right? Now, does this work? Yes, it does work. Does it work all the time? No. I would say it works probably 50% of the time. However, that's a high possibility of you getting that late payment removed. Okay? Now, in order for this strategy to work for you, what needs to happen is you need to be caught up on the account. If you are behind, what's the point of getting a late payment removed if a late payment is just going to be added next month? Okay, that's a waste of time and a waste of effort, right? You want to show your creditor that you are serious about this mistake and you want it rectified as soon as possible, okay? So it's important that you are at least caught up on the account, all right? I just came up with another strategy. And while we're on the subject of talking with the creditor, another thing you can do to help your situation is if you are behind on your account and you are someone where you're struggling to get caught up and you know that late payments are going to continue to report on your credit report, what you want to do is you want to stop the bleeding as soon as possible. Stop it as soon as possible. What you do is you contact, let's say that this is an auto loan that you have through Ally Financial, okay? You contact Ally and say, hey, I ran into a hardship. An emergency popped up and I was not prepared for it. We're having a hard time getting caught up. But would it be possible for you to push basically my late payments, if you can push that to the back end of this loan? Would that be possible? Okay. A lot of times your creditors have hardship programs, but for 2 reasons. 1, we don't know about it, or 2, our ego is preventing us from taking advantage of those. If you are in a hardship and you ask your creditor if they have a hardship program, or even to push your payments to the back end of the loan, that is a great option for you to stop late payments from reporting on your credit report, okay? So let's say that you tried the Goodwill and that didn't work and you're still late on it, okay? What you want to do at least is try to stop the bleeding, okay? Because if it continues to report on your credit report, the late payments continue to report, they're going to continue to hurt your credit score. Remember, the most recent activity within the 24 to 36 month time frame has a big impact on your credit score. So if late payments are continuing to report, your credit score is going to continue to drop. All right? And one way to counter that is to ask for forgiveness or ask for assistance. Okay? So those are 2 great strategies that I see work a lot. And I wish people would take advantage of them more often. But some of you don't know about it, and that's why we're sharing that with you today, okay? I got 2 more for you in regards to the late payments. Let me see who we got here. We got Mike from North Carolina, Mike from Atlanta. Let me see. Danielle from Los Angeles. She said, good afternoon. Hey, it must be nice. Right now, it is getting dark over here in Ohio, but I see that you are enjoying the palm trees and the bright sun. Let me see who we got on Facebook. We got Mr. Leach. How you doing, Mr. Leach? Joe Detroit.
Stacy.
We're gonna have a good season this year. Let me see. So, what else can you do? So let's say that you tried the Goodwill, you tried to take on the hardship, and that didn't work. What else can you do? Well, there's the payment history is 35% of your credit score, okay? What you can do is you can take on what I call the 4-card strategy. All right, I wish I had my board, but I'm going to try to break this down for you. Let's say that you don't have any credit cards. You have 1 or 2 credit cards, okay? My strategy is that you add 4 more credit cards. And I know what you're going to say, Jason, What if I can't get approved for those credit cards? Well, we need to look at secure cards, okay? We need to have 4 more revolving accounts. Revolving, okay? And I usually recommend that you add them 1 every 3 months. But if you have the means to add them all sooner and you know you're going to get approved for them, go for it, okay? It's not likely that you'll get approved for all of them all at once, depending on what your credit score is. But 4 cards, okay? What these 4 cards are going to do is, over the span of 1 year, each of these cards are going to add 1 positive payment to your credit report, okay? So the first month, we have 4 positive payments, okay? The second month, we have 8 positive payments. The third month, we have 12 positive payments. And then it continues on. And then next thing you know, over the span of a year, we just added 48 positive payments to our credit report. All right. So imagine this bottle of water. Okay. I do not have a partnership with Smart Water, so I'm going to turn the brand. Imagine this bottle of water, and imagine I dropped a piece of dirt in here. Okay. What this does is it allows you to wash the negative out. Imagine if I continue to fill this bottle up, this halfway empty bottle of water with more water, okay? Eventually, I'll be able to wash that negative out of there, okay? And by you adding more positive payments to your credit report, I think that was a terrible example. I'm going to try something better. Right. So imagine you are Chauncey Billups, okay? Chauncey was known for his consistency with his free throws, okay? Imagine you are Chauncey Billups and you just made 99 straight free throws, and then you missed the 100th free throw, okay? His free throw percentage just dropped from 100% to 99%, all right? So that 1 late payment, it really didn't impact him because he still has stellar free throw success. But imagine you're Shaq, all right? Shaq was like 50-50 on the line, right? Out of 100, he probably made, 50, 60 shots and missed 40. So his free throw percentage was terrible. But imagine if Shaq worked on his free throw for a whole year and he added 48 positive more, let's say another 50 positive free throws to his, he made 50 straight free throws, okay? Imagine if he made 50 straight free throws, how much his percentage would improve, okay? So the whole idea about the 4-card strategy is to improve your payment success percentage, all right? And the more you improve that percentage by you basically hammering the system, you are basically manipulating the system with your intelligence on adding these positive payments to your credit report. You basically flush that negative out, even though it will remain, but its impact will not be the same.
It's like a blitz.
Bars. As you add more positive payments to your credit report, the negative will remain. However, its impact will not be the same. All right, so basically you improve your payment history because you're adding so much more positive payment history to combat that. All right, let me see what we got. We got Jonathan from Atlanta, Keith Baylor from Virginia, Tracy Collins from South Carolina. Got my man Lauren Arnold from Jackson. How you doing, Jackson? Stand up. That's my hometown. What's up, man? So yeah, that's one way that you can combat and bounce back from a late payment being added to your credit report is through adding more accounts to your credit report and adding more positive payments because of those accounts, okay? I actually have a video on our YouTube channel where I talk more about that, and that's also included in my book, Credit Builder Secrets. If you don't have it, go to the website and download that for free, the 700 Club, creditrepair.com. And then, another strategy that you can take on is influence another component. All right. Remember, there's 5 components of your credit score. If your credit score just dropped 50 points and you still and you aren't influencing all 5 components and not maximizing that, this will be a great option for you. Okay. So we have, let's say all the accounts that you have on your credit report are installments. You have student loans, you have a car note, and then you have a credit builder loan from your bank. Okay, imagine if those were the three things reported on your credit report, and your student loan just reported late payment this month. Okay, what you can do to bounce back from that late payment is impact a different component that you're not maximizing. In this instant, all you have is what? Installments reported on your credit report. So that means that you don't have any revolving accounts. That means you're not impacting the second component of your credit score, which is 30% of your credit score. All right. When we break that down into numbers, that's up to 165 points that you're missing out on. Okay. A late payment being added to your credit report, you're not impacting revolving accounts. It would be smart for you to add a revolving account to your credit report. Okay. Late payment was added to my credit report. I noticed I don't have any credit cards on my credit report. Let me get this secure card really quick and see what happens. Give it 30 days, 30 to 45 days, you're going to see your credit score skyrocket. It's going to be better than it ever was. Okay? Because of that simple strategy. Okay? Another strategy. Let's say that all you have are installment accounts and you want to improve your credit. You can either get a credit card to influence the the credit utilization component of your credit score, or imagine that's also going to improve your credit file mix. Okay? Credit bureaus love to see that you can manage different kinds of debts responsibly. And by you adding an account that you normally wouldn't manage to your credit report, that improves your credit file mix. That's 55 points on your credit score. By you having nothing but installments, you're not maximizing that component. By you adding a revolving account to your credit report, not only are you impacting the credit utilization component of your credit score, but now your credit file mix is more diverse. So that influences that as well. Okay? Jason, the collection account was just added to my credit report and it dropped. What should I do? Okay. We're not going to discuss credit repair strategy, but we will discuss credit building strategy. Okay. What can I do to get that collection removed? This is what I would do. And this is dependent on if you have the funds to do so. Okay. Well, let's say that AT&T bill that you forgot to pay. Let's say that AT&T bill you forgot to pay. Okay? Let's say it's $150. And let's say that it's reporting with ABC Collection Company. ABC Collection Company is basically either they bought the debt from AT&T or they're collecting on behalf of AT&T. What I would do, instead of contacting ABC Collection Company, what I would do is I would contact AT&T and say, hey, I totally forgot to pay this. Please accept this payment. Okay? I will pay it online. I will call them and pay it over the phone. I will send them a check. And as soon as that payment clears, I will get a receipt from the company. All right? And I will send it to the debt collector and say, hey, you reported something on my credit report illegally. I already paid this debt. Here's proof. Okay, that's kind of a dispute strategy. But anyway, that gets it removed from your credit report because it's already paid. They don't have the legal right to collect on it. Now they have to remove it from the credit report because you already paid it with the original creditor. Another strategy, the same thing. Regardless of, it doesn't matter what the negative is. I tell this to clients all the time. It doesn't matter what the negative is, okay? The strategy to build your credit is typically the same, okay? You want to try to either get that removed and then you want to influence the components of your credit score positively, okay? A collection is added to your credit report and your payment history is impacted. Add more positive payments or impact other components of your credit score positively. Okay. So if you are someone where you have a negative that just reported on your credit report, and you're trying to find a way to bounce back, using the couple strategies I just shared with you would definitely help you do that. Okay. Let me know who we have here. I see we got Mona Woods. How you doing? Let me see. Keith said he still needs that manifesto. Hey, we got a bunch of them too. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna look into that, Keith. My bad. I see what you're talking about. If I can like that, can you write down Keith? Can you remind me to look into that? I got you, bro. I got you. All right. So, as you are here, if you have any questions regarding negatives being added to your credit report and what you should do, let me know. What's up, Carl? How you doing? Let me know if you have any questions. I would try. We got 9 minutes, so I'll try to answer as many questions as I can. In the meantime, if you are someone who is interested in working with us and you want to learn more about our credit repair service, please check the comment area of this video to view our website. We actually got a deal going on. Every month we offer a deal to our clients, people who are looking to become a client, to make it easy for them to get started in our program. So definitely check out this link to learn more. Can you provide that link on Facebook? Thank you. Yeah, so learn more about our program at the link provided in the comment area, the 700clubcreditrepair.com. That's going to tell you more about our service. And basically what we do is we work on your behalf to dispute with credit bureaus, and we also educate you on the credit building process. So some of the strategies that I share in Dough Chaser, and also the other strategies that we have in-house, we share with our clients on credit building. And then we also work on the behalf to try to get negatives removed from the credit report through leveraging what is called the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And some of you don't understand that you deserve whatever it is that you want out of life, okay? And sometimes your credit is a barrier, and the 700 Club Credit Repair Service is all about helping you remove the barrier of a bad credit score from preventing you from reaching the goals that you deserve to fulfill, okay? I would hate to be in the position where I'm working my ass off and I'm trying to progress in life and a damn credit score prevent me from doing that? What? Hell no. And you should be fed up just as much, all right? My man, Dennis Williams said, how do you get a credit card with bad credit? What you do is you do research on secure credit cards, okay? Secure credit cards versus an unsecured credit card. A secure card is, despite your negative credit score, all you have to do is to provide a deposit to get the credit card, okay? Because the credit score, they won't trust you based off your credit score, but if you provide the deposit, then they will be more likely to approve you, okay? A secure card, basically you have to secure that card with a deposit. An unsecured card is we're just want to trust you based off of your credit score. Okay? So how do you get a credit card? You make a deposit. You secure it through a deposit. So research secure credit cards. One that we recommend, which is a guaranteed approval, is called Open Sky Secure Card. Look that up. And make that deposit, and then within 30 to 45 days, that's going to report on your credit reports.
Another secure card question, YouTube, Tracy.
All right. Tracy asks, is there a certain point to apply for a secure card? If your credit score is under a 640, the likelihood of you getting approved for an unsecured card is getting lower. Okay, so if your credit score is under a 640, I would recommend a secure card to get started, okay? Because what's going to happen is, I'm talking a lot about influencing the 5 components of your credit score, okay? The 5th component of your credit score is our inquiries. This is 10% of your credit score up to 55 points. A lot of people shoot themselves in the foot because they avoid doing research and they apply for those big boy credit cards, the American Expresses, the Platinums, all those cards, right? And the thing is, you have to earn your way to those cars. Your credit score has to be at that level before they even consider you. And if your credit score is at a 515, the likelihood of you getting approved for that is zero. Okay. However, until you get to that point, you need to look at a secure card because that's going to be your way into this credit game. Securing your way. Okay. Making a deposit. And the lowest I've seen is a $200 deposit. If you can't afford that up front, you don't have to get it today. Get it in 3 months. Save $30 a month, and next thing you know, in 8 months, you have the deposit that you need, and then you can do it. Everything doesn't have to be overnight. We need to be patient. Be patient, work towards it, and you can make it happen. Believe me.
Keita D on Facebook.
Okay, I can't see her whole question.
She had a 700. It dropped to a 650. I think she's still talking about that situation.
Okay, let me see.
You can use this.
All right, Kia, give me a quick second.
That's part 1. Part 2 is
All right, so Keita's situation. I applied for and received a TJ Maxx credit card with $1,100 limit. After a month, they decreased my limit to $500. I have never had that happen. How are they able to do this? Well, for one, they are the lender, and what they do is sometimes lenders review your credit to see if you are a risk to the company, and under the terms that you have agreed to, you basically allowed them to do that. Otherwise, they wouldn't have granted you the card. And maybe they looked at your credit report, and they came to the realization that maybe they don't feel comfortable giving you a $1,100 limit. So I added it so I could show a card with low utilization. My score was 700 and it dropped to 650. So that may be why it decreased. Yeah, so what you need to do is you need to work on lowering that credit card balance, okay? Lower that credit card balance, or you can counter that depending, you say your credit score is a 650. There are some unsecured accounts that you can apply for that will allow you to get that $500 limit back. Okay, that may be something that you have to do is counter that with opening up a new line of credit. Okay, remember I was talking about the 4-card strategy? That's one card right there. All right, let me see. Darnell said you need to. He said we need to get a DC office. I agree. DC, Texas, North Carolina, Michigan. We need to be everywhere, and we will be everywhere very soon. I can feel it in the air, like Beanie. All right. Let me see. All right, so I want to thank you all for joining me this evening. As you can see, it's getting super late. Please like this video, share it on your newsfeed, share it right now. Please subscribe to the channel right now. Okay? Please, because what this does for me is it helps us reach more people. And in order for me to continue to do this, we need to grow. Okay? And in order for us to grow, we need your help. It won't happen without you. So if you appreciate this information, I'm pretty sure your friends and family will also appreciate this information. Please share this on your newsfeed. If you're on Facebook, share this right now, okay? And tell them to please watch this. If you're on YouTube, copy this link and share it and send it in your email. Text your best friend. Text your baby daddy. Text your baby mama. Text your wife and tell her, hey, baby, we need to watch this right now. We need to get our credit right. It's free information. All right. And if you are someone where you would like help and would love to work with experts, feel free to look at our service. We have the links provided in the comment area of this video. I see that we got a couple more questions. Y'all see I'm making my closing. All right. My man said, can you recommend a secure credit card? So either look into something called Open Sky Secure Card, or if you have a relationship with the credit union, walk into your credit union, ask if they offer a secure card that reports to all 3 credit bureaus. Okay, when you are looking for a secure card, Get one that is going to help you all three ways and must report to all three credit bureaus or it's a waste of money. How long does it take for your score to improve? It can take your score, you'll begin to see changes, in the first 45 days, okay? However, it's not an overnight process to getting your score where you want it to be, okay? You do have to be patient, and it typically takes about 6 months, or if your credit report is real severe, it can take up to a year. But about 6 months, you'll see a drastic change. Typically in our program, if our clients don't allow any more negatives to the credit report, they average a minimum 100-point credit score increase within the first 6 months, okay? So, again, in closing, feel free to check the link regarding our credit repair service in the comment area of this video. We would love to serve you, okay? It's very affordable, only $74.99 month to month. And as long as you cancel your account 14 days prior to the due date, you won't incur any additional fees from my organization, okay? I want to thank you all. Mr. Baylor, I will check my email. You all have a wonderful evening. Again, my name is Jason White. I love you. Damn, I told myself I wouldn't do that, and I did it. All right, peace out, y'all.